again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love once again. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and once again, the energy's in me. It feels like the right thing to do to start this live stream today with these ideas I've got. So not every one of my ideas usually works out the way that I want, but it seems like a good idea today to do this again. Blessings and greetings to all of you. Sending appreciation to anyone who is a part of this experience with me. Sincerely, I appreciate it. And this, praise the true God, man. Sincerely, that is the message that I hope to be consistent with. If anything, the praise of God should be pretty consistent with me. And the topic today, I toyed around with the idea we could take this a number of different ways, but finding a positive mindset, it's something we can all improve on, right? And there's a lot of reasons for having a positive mindset. It makes you and breaks you. And today in the background, the reminder, love is the answer. And with the Saturday expression, soar high. People who soar are those who refuse to sit back, sigh, and wish things would change. They neither complain of their lot nor passively dream of some distant ship coming in. Rather, they visualize in their minds that they are not quitters. They will not allow life's circumstances to push them down and hold them under. Those are pretty powerful words, I think, and that is accurate. It really does. Your life, my life, our success and failure, in great part, it depends on the mindset. Your mindset within you determines how far you can rise, how far you can fall. But when you have clear mind, when you've got clarity in your mind, overcoming the confusion, eliminating the doubts, when you've got clarity and purpose, your direction, your results, is there a limit? Right? If you align with the unbounded, right? You align with the force of creation. You align with the creator, seeking to walk with the creator's will. Well, what's impossible then? Nothing. But the key is to overcome the doubts, to overcome the limitations, to stop believing in the I can'ts, right? Or the impossibles. Those in my life, I've been shown, man, there is very little that is not possible in my mind. Based on the number of stories I've heard and the things I've learned in this realm, with God, all things are possible. And without God, no thing is possible. So the idea is liberating ourselves, finding our own liberation, sparking our own awakening, seeking our own enlightenment. These things, it's all an inner work, but it all comes down to that mindset. And so finding a positive mindset, I know what worked for me. It took me a lot of practice, and it took me a lot of practice and paying attention, because it's really easy to slip out of, when you're trying to change anything. When you're trying to change anything about yourself, these habits and these patterns, it requires some attention. It requires some purpose, and with focus and practice, you can transform anything. That's the beauty of our minds. They call it neuroplasticity, the ability for the neural networks to reconnect and realign. And you can totally change your mindset if you have the idea, if you have the willingness, and you got the motivation or the incentive. Those three things, you can do anything. That's what I've been learning for myself. Finding a positive mindset. Yeah, no one can do it for anyone else. You got to develop your own patterns yourself. But what I found, my life brought me the reasons, right? The motivation was there for me to change. The answers were found. I found the explanations. I found greater knowledge so that I could change. And then it was just on to me. Do I have the willingness? Well, when I started seeing the benefits of kind of going inside and facing some of my fears, facing some of my insecurities, once I started wrestling my doubts, right, getting those powers taken back, I felt better. Right? And it's kind of a no-brainer when you think about it. When you do things to improve you, your life gets better. I mean, not every time and not every way, but it just seems to make sense. We all have within ourselves, well, we've got everything within ourselves. We've got all the problems and the talents. Where I'm trying to go with these things, though, is in order to find a positive mindset, one of the easiest things that helped me was to find human beings that I admire, right? Because if I can find other human beings that I see in my mind, they're achieving something that I want, they're performing in a way that I want. When I see other human beings with the qualities and the attributes that I hope to grow, I give them a little bit of attention, right? And I use the success of others who I admire. I use their success as my own motivation as well, because I know what any man can do, any man can do, right? Maybe not the exact same way, but I know that I can accomplish a lot in the fields that I'm going. There was a note that's a comment stood out to me earlier today, and it's actually my path, the way I found to create a positive mindset. I don't recommend this direction, but if it works for you, it works, right? He who has lost all hope has everything possible. I didn't realize how much that opened me up. Once I started losing hope and I started really accepting the predicament and the failures I was at, once I started losing hope, I started looking for other possibilities, right? The possibilities to succeed that maybe wasn't my initial direction. I don't recommend pushing yourself and getting yourself into positions where you lose all hope. But if that is you, I want you to realize that it's a perfect opportunity for you. Because if you've lost hope in others, you've lost hope in the past, you've lost hope in what you found, use that as a catalyst for yourself, right? It's a positive indicator. It's time to look elsewhere. If what you're looking for isn't there, it's time to look elsewhere for what you want, or to find something different that you want. Because we need to carry hope in our lives, not to get lost in hope and fairy tales, but to have hope in your life gives you motivation. And if you're lacking motivation, you're probably lacking hope. And if you're lacking hope and motivation, it sounds like you could use some goals, right? That could be signs of someone who has too many goals, but I don't I think it's probably the other way. um, the idea is to grow. You know, today I'm feeling today. And it's been an interesting day of energies, energetically for me. It's been an interesting day. I've had a lot of peace and a lot of solitude already. That's partly why I'm kind of excited to get started and even drop the link today. Um, it's my life is what it is. And I do hope to grow in conversations. I hope to grow in connections with other people because we have the opportunity in this lifetime. We've got so many opportunities to change this world. I like that. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. And that's the truth. I hit those points in my life several times, right? And I've said this before. For someone who's dealing with addiction, someone who's not healed in their trauma, the words "fuck it," ooh, that can be dangerous, right? I remember getting that attitude, fuck it, down the hatch, filling my body with booze and poison. F it, right? Screw it. Those were dangerous words for someone who feels like they have nothing left to lose. Now, the other side, it can work just as well. If you've got nothing left to lose, go big, baby, right? Go big. Dream big, move big, think big. Well, this is what worked for me, okay? That's why I'm offering it, because it worked for me. Once I started toying in my head these unbelievable goals that nobody's ever accomplished, once I started thinking that was possible, I really can't stop thinking of anything else. Ending wars, bringing reform to this world that we all share. It's really the only thing I want to do. That which is Diogenes. Realize the ludicrousy of this existence. I assume you're meaning Diogenes the dog, the philosopher from long ago. He's one of my heroes, man. Diogenes. And this never give up on hope. And blessings to all of you dropping in. Thank you. Here we go. Positive is great. Where focus goes, energy flows. We should be careful what we think about and put our energy into. Yes. The word careful, cautious, those words are accurate, but truly we want to be mindful. We want to be intentional. We want to be purposeful, right? With every moment, every thought, every word, every deed. When you're purposeful and intentional, well, you're more honest, you're more authentic. And that's what we're here to do. What Diogenes didn't do, right? he did not set the goals for changing the world, did he? No, he did not. He celebrated minimalism. And there's something to be said about minimalism, right? Finding joy in the absence of everything, finding joy with the possession of nothing. Can you do that for yourself? You can. And just to let you know, you can do that for yourself. It just takes creativity and the willingness and being able to see the benefits. I see the benefits of doing inner work, right? Doing the inner work, confronting the shadows, confronting the deception, confronting the doubts and the confusion, doing that inner work, it creates your positive mindset. This realm and this experience of the human life, it is so perfect. And here, we we are all in this time here on earth. There's a shift. There's a great happening here on earth that we're a part of. And this shift, it's an internal shift. It's happening within each of us, but it's an external shift too. It's just everything is changing. And I suspect there are many men and women like me, and there will be more men and women. And when I'm saying like me, what I'm referring to is this amazing experience I went through several years ago with an instantaneous shift. It was a shift in my perception. I became more aware of my consciousness. I received a spirit of comfort and love within me. All of those things, they happened like that, right? And as soon as that happened in me, my life transformed. I was never the same. And I never want to be the same as I used to be either, because I was miserable, dude. Oh, I had so much anxiety. I was so angry all the time. It was just, there was such little happiness or joy in my life. I never knew, and I was over 40 years old by then. I never knew that living a life as a man, as a human, could feel good. That wasn't part of my past memories. I didn't remember feeling good. That's how long it had been. But back to the point. I feel I was blessed to have experienced that shift. And from the biblical explanations, I know it's the truth because it's by God's grace that I was able to find those things. So God graced me with an experience back in the end of 2017. And that shifted my mind, opened my mind, just totally transformed my heart. And this is the lesson. One of the thoughts I wanted to point out: love. I allowed love to transform me. And I'm so grateful I started down that path, because love does transform us. When we allow ourselves to be transformed, when we allow ourselves to be moved, we move. But, the stubborn mind, the egoic mind that wants to fight and wants to be angry and all that stuff, it doesn't want to be with love. It defeats it, right? Because if your ego is filled with love, well, then you don't have the excuse to be afraid or angry. You don't have the excuse to be selfish or to take advantage of someone. And that's the world I want to see. I want to see a world with people filled with love. They don't even think of trying to take advantage of someone. They don't even think of trying to mislead people because they care. And this world that I'm dreaming of, it's not so far off. We got a lot of people that are like that anyway. There's a lot of good men and women in this world, but the fear and the oppressors, they kind of overshadow the news. And this has been the life of the world we've been living in for a long time. But back to this shift that we're going through. It's in Jack's description, it makes sense. It's God's story being revealed. We've got records of history and records of the Bible and all these stories from the past. Well, we're the modern day version. That's it. And so it's God revealing it all. But where are we in relation to God? This is a question I never used to ask myself, and I'm think it could be helpful here. Where is your relationship with God? Where is God in relation to you? Ideally, it should be right here and right here, right? Between your mind and your heart, you can find the love of Christ, right? And so if you keep God and Christ, love, you keep the truth, you keep the most high perspective, you keep all those within your heart and your mind, and then the goal is to be. So this shift that I'm talking about, everyone already knows the things that I know, right? Everyone, this is what I realized about me. And let me not, that I said that poorly. What I realized about me once I started understanding God and my relationship with God, once I started understanding love and my relationship with love, I soon realized I'd always known love. I'd always known the truth. And the truth is, God is with me. So if we can accept those ideas, then it's a lot easier to have a positive mindset as well. And hey, we've got a guest. It's a new day, and we are flowing with everything. Good to see you, Stephen.
Let's flow. Let's flow.
Yeah,
It's good to be here, and it's
thank
good to
you.
be positive. Good to see you, Jack. I feel higher than heaven without any drugs. I just feel fantastic for some reason today, and positivity's in the air. I think it's
Good.
in the air.
I appreciate that. Yes, and I agree. We've got, ooh, that's another thing, actually. The more I started kind of accepting the ideas of God, and I started accepting that the words talking about God were probably true, the more I started seeing confirmation for those things. And what you were just saying, positivity is in the air. Blessings. I'm glad you feel that. Glad you see that. And
Absolutely.
and the goal is to share it.
Yes.
But positive energy is always there for us. Always. And we don't
Yes.
tune in. We don't tune into it though. That's where I'm going with that.
Well, remember when we had to tune in radios and TVs and all that kind of stuff to get the station? In the old days, and you had to turn the dial in a car. Some of us are in between stations. We're not quite tuned in. We're trying to tune in to get it, and you had to fiddle around with a little bit when you're driving in the
Mhm.
car as a kid, and your parents would be like, "Yeah, pick a station or whatever," and you're fiddling around with the radio trying to get it tuned in. And I think that's where some of us are at. We're trying to tune into God and tune into love. But we're if the station is 107.3, we're at 107.1 maybe, or
Right.
107.5. We're a
Yeah.
little bit off, and we're trying to get it tuned in. But once you feel it, feel that positivity and feel the love of God and love for each other, it will change people. It is life changing. And then when you realize, hey man, this is God's plan, this is God's design. I'm not in control of this ship or shit, whatever way you want to say it. I'm
Yeah.
not in control. God's got a plan, a greater plan for us. And I think that's what I'm realizing. It's taken a while. I mean, I'm not I'm not a youngster anymore. I'm
That's all
growing
right.
older, but I'm starting to catch on, and I think maybe some people are starting to catch on.
I think so too. And I can be a slow learner myself sometimes. I resisted these ideas, man. I didn't want to accept the fact that God was with me and I didn't have to worry. That didn't make sense to me. because worrying I thought was my job. That's that's what my that's what I
Yeah,
was taught.
me too. I worry about people and shit I can't change, and I can't change
Yeah.
it. So what am I doing worried about it? I started to realize that it doesn't make sense to worry about this shit that I can't change. And I was stubborn. And I think that's part of it too, like being stubborn and rebellious and saying, I'm gonna do it my own way. I'm not gonna listen to any gods or, parents or anybody.
Yeah, that's what we do. And it makes sense though. I mean, to me, all this stuff, it does make sense. And that's what kind of just amazes me is that there are logical patterns and orders, right? Everything makes sense from some perspective. It does. And where I'm going is what you were saying. Each of us have these tendencies. We are kind of looking for the same things. We may not realize it, but there's a uniqueness to every single one of us. And uh, that uniqueness is really in the foundations of our mind, right? What do we know? What are the meanings and what have we learned? But because of the differences between us, I think that's where karma comes in, right? Because we're at different stages of understanding. It's not anything different than just, it's not a path, it's not a race, it's just different degrees of awareness and wholeness. Maybe that's the accurate way.
Yeah. Now, yeah, that makes sense. Wholeness. I like the way you put that with that particular word. To me, I don't know what it is, but certain words I resonate more with. Wholeness sounds better. It feels better to me than karma for some
Yeah.
reason. But yeah, I like that. It sounds more positive. Wholeness.
And this is actually in line with the religious ideas as well. We become whole by uniting with the divine. And so then we can wonder, well, what is divine? And who am I? Right? How do I align with what is divine? And it comes down to an acceptance. Because everything I've been learning, it comes down to the same principles of unity, oneness. We are each little fragments of the one universal process, right? We're part of this one universe and we're all connected. They're actually, by aligning and becoming whole, by becoming whole with the divine, we overcome duality. And that is the goal. That's what the yogis and all the old teachings, that's what it's all pointing at for us.
Yes. Yes, I understand what you're saying with oneness and wholeness. To me, that resonates with me so much more than karma. I guess with karma, it kind of always made me think of Catholic sin. So wholeness seems more positive. Even in wholeness, there's wholesome, wholeness, wholesome, and wholesome has always been a good thing. A wholesome family get together meal, something like that. Wholesome. So wholeness and wholesome have to be related, I guess, at the root word of whole.
Yeah, bringing a completeness, a togetherness together into being. Um, Now, the word karma, um, I understand karma just to be, uh, it's a reenactment. So it's a reacting. And we face karma through our reactions, our triggers. We face these patterns until we overcome the patterns. We learn our lessons. And then we move forward into different reactions. But in the idea that in this universe, right, the one verse that we are all a part of,
Hmm.
it is it today is the result of past causes. We are the effect of our past. And what we do today will be the cause for our future effects.
Yes, I do see what you're saying. And then karma it's from the Eastern tradition of the Eastern religions, and but I guess maybe like in the 80s they had that Karma Chameleon song, and that kind of stuck in my head. And then Karma Police or Radiohead, some of this stuff that we pick up along the way in the media. I'm not even trying to be funny. It really does. Some of these things they put out in the media sticks in our mind because it is catchy. And then I think it influences our idea of a concept like karma. They link it with something. It's like a mind control in the media, like a MK Ultra with music. And I think the music industry is involved. Karma Police, Radiohead, that comes to mind as well. I just want to say something on Jack's behalf here. I hope people pay attention rather than focusing on me, but pay attention to Jack's message. Instead of directing your comments to me, they should listen more in the chat. It would benefit them.
No disagreement, Stephen. Yes, thank you. um,
I
hey,
know I'm an interesting character, and I know people
you
can
are.
get addicted to me and obsessed with
Yep,
me and stuff, but I hope that they listen to Jack's message because he's saying a lot of meaningful things here
I
today,
appreciate that,
especially.
Steve.
So you're
Thank you.
welcome. And I do hope they pay attention because that's the point of this. You shouldn't tune in and just focus on me and, you know, how handsome I am and my crown and all this sort of stuff.
Right, right.
You should listen to the message. I mean, the message, the meat or the meaning is in the message. Marshall McLuhan said something about the medium is the message, and then he changed it to the medium is the massage. He wrote a couple books back in I think it was the 60s, late 60s. Some of the hippies were interested in his work, but it's in the message. And that's the main point that people, if they pay attention to the message, there's a lot they could learn here.
Paying attention. That's really the key. Training our minds to actually pay attention and to pay attention to what we're paying attention to. Because you're right, people show up and they get distracted. And it's not just here, but it's what people do. We show up for something and then we get distracted. We kind of miss out on what the real meaning is or what's really going on.
Oh
But
yeah, I didn't mean it was just here. It's not isolated to just this channel or this chat room. I remember even growing up when I was a kid, there were people falling asleep in church. Older people falling asleep, just snoring away. Like I was like, oh my goodness, they're just, and I was like, I would look over at my mom, like, is that allowed, or are we allowed to just take a nap in church? Because I would get sleepy sometimes too if it was early morning as a kid. I found it kind of boring, church, but I don't find your show boring. I don't know why people wouldn't pay attention here. I hope they do better. I don't mean to chastise them. I want to encourage them. I
yeah,
want to
there you go.
encourage them.
That's
Let's
it.
let's all do better. Let's all pay attention and try to take in the message and learn day by day. And if we can learn, we can grow spiritually.
And that is the goal. If we can, well, especially hear what's going on with me, because I know the things I say. But if there's even the smallest possibility that we can end wars and be a part of that, if there's even the slightest possibility, I'm all in.
Yes. Well, anything is possible with God. God can do miracles. Jesus performed miracles on earth. And that shows me that our God can do anything. Our God is an awesome God and can perform miracles. I don't know what Andy was talking about. Lig mail, said a Rip Talcott knocking out a fat Trump in a boxing ring belongs on a shirt. Oh my goodness, Andy. I didn't realize Andy was black till the other day. He showed me his hands because I guess I had made some jokes about, black people. And he found very funny, though. He wasn't offended. He was laughing at my Black Jesus character walking on watermelons and stuff like that. Because I said I don't just walk on water, I walk on watermelons. And he thought that was hilarious. Andy was laughing, and I didn't even know that he showed me, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even know that you're black. But there's a lot of surprises on YouTube. It's an interesting place. It really is, to be on here, and to get to know people from all walks of life and all corners of the realm. And it's just fantastic to just get to know people and make people laugh and have shared fellowship. But I'm happy to be here, Jack, today, and finding a positive mindset. It's an awesome title for your show today.
Thank you. Actually, not to single him out, but Andy, thank you. A thank you to Andy. Okay. He and we started off with some disagreements, but I have a lot of respect for the man. And the reason I guess I brought that up, he's in the fire. He's taken fire. It seems people who support Jack, they find themselves under scrutiny and criticism, just by people who they're not quite there yet.
Yeah, that's true. And even I've taken some flack too. People saying, "Oh, you're kissing up to Jack. You're doing this. You're going on there. What's wrong with you?" Tommy gives me a lot of flack as one of them. He's not the only one. There's a few. There's quite a few. Well, there's a few others, maybe a handful.
Yeah.
But they give me flack and they say, "What are you doing?" And all this stuff. But I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, even if people are critical of me being here, coming on here. I support Andy. I don't see much wrong with him. He has his own views, but it's good to hear that you guys healed, because I guess there was a rift, and now you guys are being respectful or on good terms, and I think that's a good move forward. It's a good lesson for people.
Yes, and thank you. And his example was a great example, and that's kind of why I wanted to give him some credit too. There's some interesting characters on this online adventure,
to say the least. There are a lot of interesting characters, ones that you just don't meet them every day out there in the world.
Yeah.
Well, Daisy's one of them. She's here today. Hi, Daisy.
I just noticed, and actually, what we were just talking about, I don't doubt you've had people question you and asked you, why are you there? I've had people question me, asking, why do you let Steven on? Right? And because we've butt heads a few times too, but it's not as you described, Daisy. I mean, if we can live in the present, then we deal with the facts of today. And that is something I've been working on doing myself, is to be present with the facts of today. And, this is, I've said too, Stephen, when you're not doing the things that tick me off, I love having you here. Right?
Thank you, Jack. Yeah. I've been dedicated to showing up here for almost a year now. So people that think, oh, he's just coming on today to do whatever, or, using the King. I use this all the time on my own show. So I'm not using this King Puppet, King Friday to be a troll here. People have the wrong understanding. I like to have fun and be silly, but I am very serious about the message here. and I do pay attention when I'm here. And that should be obvious to people in the audience, but time will tell if they catch on. I hope they do. I hope Daisy comes around. I hope the best for her, and even for Timeless and Old Joe and RT. And
Yeah. And Daddy too.
is that
Um,
Paul? Daddy? Who's
no,
Daddy?
no,
Okay.
I don't know.
Paul
But
likes to call
it's
himself Daddy, so I wondered if it might be
it's
uh,
probably from
Paul
there.
Unslaved, but
I'm sure that's where it came from. But this lots of people think that, well, they underestimate Jack. I'm not gullible. I see how people are taking advantage of me. I see when people are using me. I pay attention, but I also choose my battles.
yes. Well, Tommy tries to take advantage, and also Moose, not recently, but for a while, he played a lot of games on the internet. He tried to play games with me too, and all that stuff. But that's the way it is. But some people can change after a year or years, where they come around. Um, Not everyone who finds God as a child or as a teenager. Some of them,
Right.
it's in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah,
That's the way it works in this realm. I think that's how it works.
it is. And the thought that just came up though is that's exactly why it's so important for people to learn how to communicate with each other. Because we've in this generation, especially with the development of the info age, there you can be right next to someone and they're living in a totally different reality than you because of what they're carrying in their heads, right?
Yeah, I was saying that the other day on my show. I was saying
Yeah.
I could be standing side by side, almost shoulder to shoulder with someone looking at the same sky, looking at a sunset, and they don't see what I see.
Yep,
They're seeing something completely different. It's like they're in a different reality. So
it really is.
this is the truth. This is how it works here. And that's why there's a lot of misunderstandings, and a lot of people jump to conclusions and make false assumptions, like someone did the other day with John St. Julian, and saying, "Well, is he
Right,
getting
right.
rich?" and all this
Yeah,
stuff, and it's that kind of thing. I don't wanna mention who it was, but
thank
it's
you.
that sort of stuff that happens a lot in this realm, and then rumors start, and then all these
Yep.
false accusations, and it spirals, and you'll have groups of people hating people that are doing good in the world. It's so weird.
Yes, and it's true. That's exactly what's happening. And I didn't realize a lot of things about this world, but what you're describing, it's been happening to me. I mean, there's groups of people from my past and the online, groups of people that don't actually communicate with me, but they're against me. And it's like, huh, okay. And then I've
Yes.
got,
Yes. Isn't that the weirdest thing? When
yes,
people are against you, that don't communicate with you, I meant to say, sorry, and they make assumptions about your life, and they don't even know you, like people on the internet. It's so strange.
it's, well, it is. And I know I'm not the only one that this happens to, though. And this is why, I don't know. I have a feeling, Stephen, I swear, I could be wrong, but I think there is something happening with me that the universe has set this stage and I'm living this life for a greater reason. And if I'm right, well, my goal and dream is to be a part of bringing reform to America and the rest of the world. And if I can find a way to achieve that, well, that confirms the other things I've been saying that I think, right? I think this is from God. I think these ideas are from God. And if it's real, then we have some new lessons. And Jack isn't going to be the one who tells everyone what the new lessons are. It'll be a group effort. We'll have people come together. And this is what I've been wanting to do for years. Have some people willing to look into what I'm saying to see, do these lessons, do these messages make sense as though it could be from God? Specifically, the ones that are most obvious to me. If our world changes, when our world changes, it will not be one person. It will be because of groups, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
confident that the teachings of Jesus have been passed down for us. The Bible has been passed down for us for reasons. And if you take that example of Jesus as the perfect example, right? He's the story, and that's the perfect example for mankind to learn from. He showed us what one is capable of. And I think in this time, God may allow mankind to realize how much better it is when we unite. And it would make sense too, because if the stories of the Bible are true, that at one time mankind was connected together, and then all of a sudden we stopped understanding each other and we were separated all around the world, right? The Tower of Babylon and the change of languages. If that's all true, well, then it would make sense for the reunification to happen when mankind starts learning how to behave more godly, when more and more men and women are living with the ethics and values of Jesus. We'll start a new world. And I think that's what the prophecies were about, was mankind starting a new world here on earth, where earth was reclaimed from the devil and we bring heaven to earth. Ending war.
Yes, and sometimes I think they call it a new Jerusalem, heaven on earth, that we're supposed to rebuild. We're not supposed to just allow. See, I think Tommy's view, and he's not the only one, but I'm using him as an example. I think he views that this is hopeless and that we can't fight back against the devil or evil. And I've always thought we could. And Jesus stood one against the whole system, as you mentioned, Jack. And I think that was Jesus leading the way.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus stood against the whole system, the Roman system and the Jewish system. And as you've said, he was a radical. He was a rebel. And it was one versus the many.
Yeah.
One man can make a difference.
Fascinating. Yes. Yes.
And Jesus proved it. So I think what you're saying makes sense. I don't know why people are not on board with your message to end wars and create peace. I don't get that. That's what I don't get.
Stephen, me as well. We have someone who, I'm sure he can explain it. We'll see how this goes. But Tommy, I am going to bring you up here. However, it's not going to be the way it was. Okay? We can speak to each other with some respect. Welcome.
Then do that. Now, Steven, you get to come up on my show every time, and you just do your bullshit.
No, I
But
didn't go on your show yesterday.
Then you come up here with your sensible voice and have all these peculiar questions about me that you could ask if you'd come up on my show other than Black Jesus, Dolphin Jesus, Talcott Jesus, whatever it is that you're coming up as
You
every
haven't met my
time.
Russian Jesus yet, to be fair, Tommy.
I don't care.
Okay. Okay. Well, Tommy,
Now, the first thing I'll correct you guys on is there will never
Okay.
be a new message. Because Jesus' message is we have the whole message, and there won't
Okay,
be a new message.
great. You can be right. So then why are you here?
Well, that's one of the things, like Rose said, oh, it's my interpretation. That's not an interpretation, it's what is.
Okay, great. You know it all, Tom.
I didn't say that. Why are you
Hey,
treating me like
Tom,
that?
I'm not going to argue with you, but if your only purpose is to be here to tell
You're,
me everything that
you're
Jack
not
is
treating me
wrong
with
about,
respect.
you
You're not
can leave.
treating me with respect. Out the gate, you're being dismissive and pompous. Do you
I
have the
know.
fruits of the Holy Spirit right now?
Yes, I do.
No, you're not. You don't see yourself.
Do you need a tissue, Tommy? Are you okay? Like what's
Yeah,
going on with you?
what's
Why?
going on?
Yeah.
Oh, because both of you say that I'm away. I just came up and said this is why we'll never have a new message, because
Great.
Jesus clarified we
Okay,
have the message.
great. No reason to repeat. You delivered your message.
But
Now
you
what?
live the life of Jesus. You understand the words of Jesus.
I do.
Why are you triggered by that?
I'm not. I'm just
Well,
I
something's got you mad.
no, it's not mad. It's you are a waste of my time, Tommy. Repeatedly, you've shown me over and over that my time is wasted with you, Tommy. So not today.
I think that's a good decision. I
Thank you.
really do. Let's stay positive. And I think Tommy was trying to bring it down, but let's get back to being positive. Jack, you had a great message when you said Jesus is leading the way and showing us the way. And I think that was part of the message of Jesus. One man can make a difference and did make a difference in the world. So that's the example. Jesus gave us the example, as Jack said. So any naysayers that say one person can't do anything, just disregard them. They're not relevant. They're just saying that we can't do anything. But Jesus already showed the way that one
Yeah.
person can make a difference against the whole system.
Yeah. And the thing is, despite Tommy's disagreement, I actually am confident that following these goals is following the example of Jesus. Despite Tommy's expertise on the sole and only interpretations of the Bible, he wants me to be wrong. But when I started trying to be more like Jesus, I asked myself, that cliche question, what would Jesus do? When I was looking at Donald Trump as president back in 2017 and asking myself, what would Jesus do? Would he put up with this? Would he just ignore the US government and what's happening in the world? Nope, I don't believe so. Now, he'd have obviously had more, he'd have had it done a lot better than me, but I'm just an ordinary Joe, man. I'm just claiming to be following him, trying to follow him. And you can see there's many characters I've been facing. They refuse to see the good in me. And I don't know what to do to get them to look in a different direction than all their complaints.
Well, Jack, you just said you're trying to follow Jesus. I think all Christians should be supportive of that, of someone trying to follow Jesus. That only makes sense. See, what doesn't make sense to me is people opposing someone who's trying to follow Jesus, someone who's
Right.
trying to create peace. It doesn't make sense in my mind that Christians would oppose that. That's where I get kind of not confused, but it's it's strange and it's baffling to me. I would think they would be for peace and for someone that's trying to create peace. So it doesn't make sense to me. It makes me shake my head and go like, what is wrong with that? I don't get it. If someone's trying to follow Jesus and create peace, how can they be in opposition if they're Christian? That's what is
That's
illogical.
Stephen, thank you. Thank you. And this question from Sammy, does what they think of you really matter? Yes and no. Okay. Obviously, it makes no difference. I don't care. Anyone can think whatever they want. Now, does it matter though? Well, when day after day I'm facing disrespect, I'm facing gossip and lies and opposition against me. Yeah, Sammy, I kind of think it matters. You know, until I'm able to change these patterns, it matters to me. And that's the other thing too, is I've tried looking away from the negativity to go towards those who are with me. But I've had I don't know how many people say, "Oh yeah, Jack, I'm on your side. Yeah, we're going to get this. We're going to do this." And then they fucking disappear. No follow through. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm not alone on my own, and it's not all my doing, right? I'm trying to change the situation of my life. I'm not complaining, but this has been kind of challenging for me to continue living this way without any support system, no real income, no real anything, right? The only thing I've got going for me is my relationship with God. And I'm trying to share that.
Yes. Jack, have you ever heard, and I'm really not deflecting, that this will all tie together. Have you ever heard of the concept of a swear jar?
Yeah.
Where people have to put a quarter or maybe $1 in every time they get caught swearing. If we started that here, except every time someone mentions Stephen in the chat or King Stephen, we could raise $1 million in a few months because they mention my name so much. I think they should focus on your message. It's not that it bothers me. I just don't
Well,
want them. You get what I mean? I want your
right.
message to be the focus.
How I agree, but
Yeah.
let's not just put the focus on them. They're saying these things about you for a reason. Okay? And they're saying these things about me for a reason. Because you do have the reputation you have. I mean, some of the comments, I don't know. Someone asked, is Stephen going to go restream this and talk shit about me after this? Possibly. I don't know. You know, but for people to sit here and just disrespect me and disrespect Stephen before it even happens, it's kind of missing the point of right now. And I think
Yes.
that's what you're getting at.
Yes, and I invited Jack on my show anytime. He's welcome to come on as a guest.
Great.
Also, I've been supportive, and believe me, I'm not crying over people mentioning my
No.
name, but it could be so much better, their focus. That's the part. If they could focus on
Yes.
something that matters and change their focus, it would help everybody. It would help Jack. It would help each person in the chat. It would help their relationship with God. Tommy, if you're still listening, it would help you as well. I don't have any hatred for you, Tommy, despite what you may think. I think you could do a lot better if you stopped obsessing over fighting Jack and said, you know what, I'm going to kind of get on board with the message here of peace, even if we have our little disagreements over, oh, the Bible says this in this part, and then get with the program, get on board with the greater message. I think that would be great.
You know what, Stephen? You just reminded me of an approach that I wanted to try. Tommy may have already been too upset to try a different way, but really the question is, can we put down the disagreements long enough to have an actual conversation?
You fucking disrespect me every time I come here, and last time you came to my panel, you acted like a sheepish pushover bitch. You are a dual-minded faggot. And Steven, you're fucking
Okay, so I guess his answer is no.
That's the best way to handle it. No,
Yeah.
don't let him get you upset or angry
No.
or or not just angry, but bring you down. Let's
Yes.
just have a good laugh and keep moving forward because he's trying to get attention. He's kind of like coming around and saying, and I think that's what he wants to do. He wants to derail the show. And the
Mm-hmm.
show is positive. It's been very positive today. And I really
I
enjoy that. I
agree.
respect
Thank
that.
you.
I think that's a great way to be moving forward is just stay positive.
I agree. And you know what? Let's see if we can continue that. And then um, you can certainly take partial credit, right? Helping Jack have a positive stream.
Thank you. I'm trying my best. I really am. And
I see. I've
I
seen.
do love it. Sorry, go ahead, Jack.
No, please go ahead.
Look,
Love it.
well, I do love it when people, even Flow State comes here and says that he loves Steven and thinks I'm the best guest ever. I don't know if he's doing that tongue in cheek, but he was here the other day. And some of these people say Steven's the best guest ever. I appreciate that, the ones that are supportive of me in the chat. And the ones that don't like me, oh, $25 in the swear jar. Wait a second. What's
Well,
breakfast talk?
this was an interesting idea he brought up. Putting in a slur jar, a $25. Where'd that go? Yeah, for the guests when they want to come in and be offensive and use the slurs.
Oh,
Have a
yes.
$25
Tommy, you better
fee.
put $25 in. You were making slurs towards Jack and
Yeah,
towards me when you got
and
kicked
you.
off a moment ago.
Yeah.
So, yep, he should pony up some money.
Here's the thing, though. Trying to enforce those rules, that would be another, because then you got to have the methods for collection and keeping track and all this. But I don't. That's my mind, knowing how complicated it could be. But I do hope we can just start. Excuse me, improving the energy, right? So we don't have people joining up with so much anger and vitriol.
That's an excellent point, and that actually works because if you improve the energy, the positivity here on the show, it spirals out. It kind of carries out onto others, and they'll notice, oh, okay, well, Steven's being positive, Jack's positive. They're having a positive conversation this whole time that I've been on here. It's been really good. And maybe that will impact others that are possibly going to join as a guest or watching from the chat. You know, it makes an impact.
Yes, it does. Well, and that's just it. What we do makes a difference. Whether we realize it or not, how we behave, how we interact with others, it affects others, even those not directly involved, especially in this online stuff, because, well, that's what we're doing. We're putting ourselves out there to be watched and to be heard. So,
Yes, yes. That's the reason why I usually don't go on camera because I don't need people lusting over me watching me. I'm I'm someone that doesn't like that. I don't like that attention. But
right,
Gandhi said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." Now, if we're positive and we model positivity, it will affect people and change individuals tuned in watching us and in real life as well. I think it can't hurt at all. There's no downside to positivity.
right,
Positivity is all a win as far as I'm concerned. It feels better to me to come on here, be positive, and enjoy the show. Like it's just better.
right. And yet, that obvious answer is so easily overlooked by someone who's in their feelers, someone's in a bad mood. You don't want to think about being positive when you're in a bad mood. At least I don't, you know. I want to be angry. But after I am angry, I look back and I don't like being angry. I don't like being I don't like being insulting to people. I don't like being rude. And yet, there's plenty of evidence of old Jackie boy being being rude and not polite. RT, thank you, but I don't like those. I don't have those rules. And I actually don't see Stephen hasn't done much wrong today, man. I do this on a day where you're pissing me off, and
I'm
yes, we'll be
trying my
all over
best.
it.
Come on, RT. I'm doing my best here today. In his defense, in all fairness, I don't mind RT. He's kind of a country guy. I think he's a farmer with cows. He has cows and he has a pasture. I've seen a couple of his very short videos where he's out there talking to the cows. I thought they were funny videos. And there's some big high voltage power lines, those great big ones that transfer power from one city to another. And I think maybe those might be affecting them. I've read about that, how those can affect people living under these high power lines. They can affect your mood. So no hard feelings, RT. If you don't like me, I'm trying my best. I'm a city slicker. I'm living in the city. I'm not out in the country with the cows. I'd love to be out in the country with the cows, though. You're lucky.
The thought that did come up, though, Stephen, there is an opportunity. Because of the past, you could really throw some wrenches to the viewers doing more positive stuff on me.
Yes. I'm going to, you know what? You know what, Jack? Excellent idea. I'm going to prove these people wrong, my naysayers here. I'm going to make some positive videos, short videos on Jack Talcott, promoting Jack, all positivity. I'm going to call it my positivity series of videos. And I'm going to prove these people wrong that are assuming the worst of me. And
well, I appreciate it. I mean, if anyone wants to do stuff that helps promote Jack or put me into a more positive light, I could use the support. That's for damn
I'm
sure.
going to put you in a positive light. I'm going to put Tommy in a negative light, and Snafu. No, I'm not going to. I take that. I'm not going to put them in a negative light.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave them alone. I'm not going to tease
There
them
you
to
go.
tears. I think
Thank you.
Tommy's crying again. I don't want to make him upset.
Well, Tommy's still in the back, but we've got another guest I get along well with, but I'm hoping you two can have peace as well. Good to see you, London.
What's happening, Jack?
How are you, my friend?
I'm well, man. I'm well.
Oh, hey, London. Did you come on to say hi to me? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing?
Shut up, fat boy.
Hey, come on.
Oh, wow. That sounds
Please.
negative.
Come on, what? What's wrong? Did I say something wrong to you, Jack?
Well, you're joining, and I just, as I was bringing you up, I said, I know I get along well with you, but the theme of today's stream, I don't know if you've been listening, it's been about positive mindsets, trying to keep a positive energy up here. All he did is asked, I know you guys have your past, but all he did was asked you how you're doing. Asked if you joined to say hi to him.
Yeah, I don't respond well to fake love and fake comments, Jack. You should know me by now, so that's why I responded how I responded. It's not genuine coming from this guy, so take it how you want it.
Well, London, take it how you want it. I don't want the negative attitudes here. Okay? That's the only thing I please respect me and this space. That's the only thing I ask of anyone, really.
Jack, you know I respect you, but you don't even respect your own space to a certain degree, Jack.
And do you have solutions or just negativity and complaints? You got anything positive to bring?
I've tried before, but we're back here again.
Are we not in the present? Do you have
Yeah.
anything positive to bring? If you don't, that's fine. You can just see your way out. I don't care, London. I'm sorry that I don't operate as Jack to your standards. It doesn't change my request for today. I don't want people bringing up the negativity in here, okay? I'm not asking for much.
And like I said, I'm calm, Jack. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. How are you, Jack? What's going on?
I'm feeling blessed, man. I still have in my heart the idea that I can be a part of changing this world. I'm still pursuing my many goals for my family, my former career. I'm still promoting myself, trying to find others who might want to work with me, right? Because my hope is to help people who want to change their lives, who want to become better people. I feel
Jack,
like I'm doing pretty good.
the people that want to work with you, right? Even people like myself, I've came over plenty of time to show you encouragement, positivity, give you that pat on your shoulder. But it's a one-way street.
Is it?
Oh yeah, yeah, indeed. Indeed. It's a one-way
Mm-hmm.
street.
All right. Well, there could be reasons. I'm not sure what you're wanting. I know what I'm wanting, but I haven't found what I wanted yet. I get what people offer me. I'm happy to receive what people share. And I'm sorry you feel that it's been one-sided coming over here. You know, I've joined over there, but I
But what, Jack? But what? Pull it out. Let me hear it. But what? Be real with me. Be real with me. But what?
I didn't I mean it was fun to hang out. But I don't spend time on panels just really hanging out. I mean, I guess I do and I don't. And it has been a while since I've come to visit you. But I don't remember if it was you or not, but I know that I've seen several platforms of people who I thought we were friendly about, but they host people who just take Jack's name through the mud. And I don't remember if you did that or not, but it seems that might be a reason why I stopped coming around. That's why I stopped going to Machine Lies.
If you remember, Jack, I was one of the people who was never throwing stones at you, and I made that clear,
I
right?
know.
So
Yeah.
I don't know where this change come from, right? The only change that came from me is you entertaining fools like Stephen,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
I've never had a disagreement with you other than person next to you, right? And
Right.
you know that's facts. So
Mhm.
I don't know what's changed with you and me.
I don't think anything has changed, but I haven't felt much closeness from anybody. Okay, so if you think I should have a closer relationship with you, I'm sorry. I didn't feel it, you
No, I'm
know.
not saying you have to. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying
Okay.
that at all. That's not what I'm saying. I don't need relationships with people on the YouTube, Um conversations will be nice from time to time, but I don't need to have no type of relationship, friends or whatever. Like it's good how it is, right? But I'm just saying if we're gonna keep it real, just put it all out there. Just say how you
Well,
feel.
can I
Don't
ask
hold
why
back.
you came on here today? What was your intention, London?
That's actually fair.
I got a bit of free time, nothing else to do. I got a free time.
All right. But did you join? Okay. I'll trust you join to spend time with me. And not just doing it to come and poke Steven. But no, Hey, London, I mean you no disrespect. I admire you. I love you. You've got an amazing energy. You're a great personality. I didn't see much interest in my path and my goals. And so that's where my focus is. I mean, I don't know. And maybe it's just shame on me. I'm sorry. I'll reevaluate and I'll see what I can do.
You don't even have to do much, Jack. You know, I'll show up from time to time, give you conversation. That's all it is. We ain't got to do nothing else.
All right. I appreciate that, man. Hey, the topic today, though, really hoping to share some ideas on positive mindset, because it's real easy for us to get focused, to lose sight of what is positive, what is possible, what is good, and then we get caught up in all of the things that are not good, not possible. Hey, Ark, you're probably right, and it is a fair question. People want to know, why do you keep on with your haters, Jack? Well, I've mentioned that as an honest man, there's a couple of reasons. I'm either confident in my abilities and working on growing me and trying to help others, right? Haters are going to hate. People who are hurt share their hurt. So I know most of the haters, they just don't feel good. They don't feel good about who they are in comparison to me, maybe. So I know that I can influence the haters a lot better if I'm directly there rather than just keep them at a safe distance and they talk shit about me and I either ignore them or I talk about them. It doesn't really solve anything. So I am the type where if I see a problem, I tend to go head on into it. And it is
Jack,
a fair question, though, for the people who
Haters gonna hate, you know.
would
And
you
an argument could be made that London came here as a hater because he came in that way.
let
But
let's not assume. Okay. I
okay,
mean,
That's
okay,
okay. It's
sorry.
okay. Hey,
okay.
Jack, I'm used to that. I'm used to that. Don't worry about it. It's his character. But let me ask you this now, Jack. Would you consider Stephen a hater?
He has been, but more recently, he's been one of the most polite. I mean, despite his patterns of interruptions, I mean, that's what I think frustrated me with him more recently, the patterns of interruptions. But aside from that, he's one of the more polite and supportive guests I have here. He
Would you?
actually, what's
Sorry.
that?
No, I'm just gonna say, is that support or being two-faced?
All I can go off of is what I see. Okay. Now, I know that if I look, I can find all sorts of people talking shit about me, including people who tell me that they care about me. So I know I can find that. I choose to focus on living as me, and everyone is welcomed into my experience until they show me that it's not working.
Could
You
I
don't have to reset
address
everything.
something just for one moment, please?
Yeah.
Someone in the chat keeps saying that I've given Jack money. I've donated twice, but I'm the type that if people forget and if chats lie about me, then I don't give more. But I have donated twice to Jack, so you're lying when you say that I've never given Jack money. I've given 2 donations, including right at the day when he was leaving his home, and I said some money for the road. And I've given to Jack multiple times. Have you donated that which is? Because you're lying about me. And the thing is, I would like people to be honest, just like London has lied about me in videos. He's lied about me. So, London, you're not the saint that you're pretending to be here. Let's get real.
When have I lied about you?
You've
But
lied about me saying that I don't have a
Before you
girlfriend.
answer that,
Oh, now you're
before you answer
interrupting
that,
me. Oh, go ahead.
before
Go
you
ahead.
answer that,
Talk over.
before you answer that, hold on a second. Because Jack said he could look online and the people that care about him, he can still find them talking shit about him. Okay. Would you consider that talking shit about you or talking the truth? Because I'm one of those people that love you and I don't talk shit about you. I just tell the truth. So I'm kind
You
of.
don't tell the truth. You've lied
What,
and
what
said
do you
Bex
mean
was
by
my
that?
girlfriend. You said I don't have a girlfriend. You've said all sorts of things in videos that were untrue. So now you're not telling the truth. Like, just get to the truth. I'm not
Yeah,
angry, but
Calm
try
down,
it.
Stephen.
I
Calm down,
think he
Stephen.
was. I think he was talking about me, Stephen.
Exactly.
Okay, but he has lied about me is the point. He said when he lied. He has lied about me.
Please,
And I've seen him. I think he's bashed you as well, Jack, behind your back.
I'll get
I'm.
you after, Stephen. Let me deal with Jack right now.
You asked me. What did you ask me?
He said people that claim they love you, you've
Yeah.
heard them talking shit about you.
Oh yeah. And you asked. You said that you don't talk trash. You just say what is true. Well, that's exactly what Tommy says. That's exactly what Paul says. That's exactly what Margot has said. That's exactly what Snafu has said. So all of these people claim they're being truthful about me. And I know that they don't actually contact me to ask me any specific questions, right? I don't think anyone's here. This has been an interesting experience for me. And I never thought my path would end up the way that it is. But yeah, I'm starting to get known. And a lot of people like to think that good or bad publicity is what helps. But I don't think so. Hey, welcome to you, Andy. Good to see you.
I'm
got a-
sorry, I forgot I was muted. How you doing, Jack?
I'm doing well. It's good to see you, Andy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Stephen. Hi, KJV. Nice to meet you.
Hello,
Likewise.
Andy. Call me King Stephen. You said you wanted to leave my channel recently in a comment. I only mentioned it because I hope you don't leave. I hope you stick around on my channel. I hope you don't run away.
Yeah, well, I still watch your content. I'm just not engaging in the chat anymore, is all I meant.
I see. Okay, I can respect that if you're... Oh, who's this guy?
Yeah, Mr. Pie and Modern Men Lost Again showed up as
Happy
well.
birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Pie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
What's happening, Pie? Happy birthday, bro.
What up, bro?
What's up, Cream Pie?
Hey, so well, actually, let me be more polite. Landry, welcome to you. You have anything?
I guess the first thing is, I mean, maybe I shouldn't try to make sense of all these things in this world, but I mean, I know you have a very open dialogue. You like to keep it open, but for most of the show, I love positivity. But I mean, is it not like just kind of savage to take this every day and make your whole channel like negative about you?
What is it you're seeing? I'm not
Maybe
understanding your question.
turn him up a little, Jack, if you can, please.
Yeah, I tried turning it up too.
Please turn up your volume, Modern Men. He said that Jack is negative and that every day Jack makes it about himself, I think he said.
Is that that's what I thought I heard too.
I was really straining to hear him, though. It was very low volume. I could be mistaken, but is that what you said, modern men?
Are you there? I tried turning the volume up, and I wonder if something happened on the audio.
I think he is lost again.
Good one.
Well, okay. So if that question was, if the channel and the topic is supposed to be positivity, then why do you get on here and go negative and talk about yourself? That's what I heard the question. Well, I actually believe that my intentions start out as pretty positive, and the monologue and the messages I offer every day, well, I mean, I do talk about myself. I use myself as an example for a lot of the lessons and the things that I've learned. And I mean, I do have the goal that seems to be a little different than most others. So I'm not sure.
Can I?
Did hear.
Sorry.
What's that?
No, I just wanted to quickly sorry, excuse me. I wanted to quickly thank Artizzle for a little donation. Sorry about that.
Oh, respect. All right. Well, so what do we do now? Please.
Say positive things.
Yes. Andy, would
What's
you be offended if I added you as a mod?
No, I don't care.
Okay. I was going to earlier, and then I figured I should probably double check. But that way you can see. I like having the mod, to be honest, because I can see what the other channels are. I mean, even if I'm not on the panel, if I'm in the chat,
Yeah.
it opens it up a little bit more.
As far as rules go, what do you want people removed for? Or do you not want people removed? Oh my God, Lindsay, turn your camera off. No, I'm just joking. You're muted though.
Yeah.
Hello, Lindsay. Hello, you're muted. We can't hear you.
I think she's getting it set up. She's getting it figured out. Yes, I do listen to the chat. And I actually agree with this. London has always been supportive, you know, for as much as I can remember or see. And Stephen has had issues. Okay.
That's a former moderator of mine, Jack. They're biased against me. I know who that is.
Okay.
Yeah, I know who that is. But I just want to say something to Andy, and I don't want to derail anything. It's Jack's show, and now is not the place on his show. But Andy, if you wanted to hash things out with me, we could do it sometime live on my show instead of here.
Yeah. There's no beef between me and you, Stephen. I worry about your intentions sometimes, but I don't have any problems with you. I think you're funny and I like your content. I like when you come on people's shows. I just think that sometimes you put on an act, and it's a little difficult to have a real relationship with you, but that's not necessary. We don't have to.
Andy, this is not an act. I'm an actual King puppet, King Friday. This is legit.
Do you think it's I think King Stephen kicked me off a long time ago because I was going to be I was taking over his realm because of my good looks.
You weren't taking over. You don't wear deodorant.
No,
That's what it was.
It was my good looks and personality.
You were stinky. I don't like that.
No.
But Andy, I will hash things out with you. Mr. Pie will never be on my channel again.
Yeah, I know.
Neither will London. Neither will London. I'm just being honest.
I'll tell.
I'm being honest.
Can I tell everyone a story really quick? I'll tell everyone a story. If you allow it, Jack, will you allow it?
Please.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so about a year and a half ago, when I was still on my property in California, having a fabulous time, good times, I was fascinated with King Stephen, Queen Stephanie. I coined that term, I think.
He's getting insulting,
Yeah,
Mr.
so I
Cream
know.
Pie.
Just
You're
I
a
went
gay
to
stripper.
I went
Please.
so I went to his channel, and he said, "You're a coward. Come up and talk to me, Mr. Pie." And he goes, "I bet you everything this coward won't come up and talk to me to my face." And then I went up and I spoke with him about his hell realm and how I believed in positivity. And if this is a hell realm, this is heaven on earth, because there's beautiful things in this world, in this life. And so I disagreed with him, and then he blocked me to never be held in his realm again.
That's not true. That's not what happened.
No, it
his
is very
story.
true. That's what
No.
happened, and I got
No, I
blocked
see.
that day.
Can
I
I
got blocked that day,
respond
and I
with
never
what you're
got
interrupting,
allowed back.
talking over?
Go ahead.
This
That's
is what
the
you did.
story.
This is what you did on my show. That's why you got kicked off. You talked over me on my show constantly,
I believe
and
that.
that's what happened.
I can believe that. And then the explanation wasn't heard, it wasn't accepted, and that's how the rumors continue.
Yes.
It's not a rumor. It's just that was facts. Like he kicked me off the show because I called him out, and he said I was
Well,
a coward.
Not true at all.
Jeff, he just said there was a reason different than what you said. Okay.
Do you think that I talked over Steven?
I welcome disagreements. I don't
do.
mind people disagreeing with
So
me.
were you there,
So I
Jack?
don't kick people
Have
for
I ever
that
talked?
reason.
Have I ever talked over you, Jack?
Yes.
When? Yesterday?
Well, possibly, but you get excited. You get excited, and
Is it bad to be excited about life?
it is when you're not giving any attention to the host, to the one who's trying to maintain order for the conversation. I mean, here, the same, I'm not saying it's the same.
What's your
But
problem with me then?
I'm not saying it's the same, but Tommy keeps getting put away from my panels. Now, according to him, it's just like you said, right? That Stephen disagrees. Tommy likes to paint that narrative of me, but I have pointed out over and over and over that it's the interruptions and the disrespect in the behavior, not so much the words.
Okay, so have I disrespected you?
Yesterday you did, but you didn't mean to.
Okay, so what if I didn't mean to? Is there ill intent there? Like, what about if I'm giving you honest feedback? I've talked to you off stream many a times. Steven doesn't matter, but I did reach out to you and I care about you. But yesterday, maybe you made a mockery of me and what I believed in. And just because it wasn't the same thing that you believed in, I made fun of. Is that fair?
Well, I didn't make fun of you as much as I tried having a conversation with you. But you weren't up for a conversation because you're convinced that you know. And so, I'll tell you what, Jeff, you're welcome here. I actually reached out to you. I don't know if you saw the message. I reached out to you about yesterday.
I listened to it, yes.
And I invite you to do what you said. Have a private conversation with me again so that we can discuss what really happened and what we both intended. And then maybe you can see what I'm saying.
Can I offer an opinion of what I think that might not make you feel good? So can I say something?
Speak, please.
It might derail your whole podcast, but
Is there
I feel
relevance to it?
there is relevance here.
All right.
I believe, because I believe in you, and I have for the longest time. I've supported you offline, online. We've had conversations. But what I'm starting to realize about you, this is my opinion, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that you have a Tommy, a Snafu, a Steven, a Paul, all these people that you
Don't group me in with them.
yeah, no, but you allow them on your panel daily because you can't control them. All the other peasants that go along to get along, when they disagree with you, you throw them in the back, like the Franks or whoever is like that you feel like is not equivalent to you or a peasant. You dismiss them as a nothingness. But you let Tommy come back up, or a Snafu, or a Paul, because you can't control them, and that you need this control in your life. And the reason you like them to come back up is because you are so fascinated and you want to be able to control them, but you can't. And so
I think he's in love with you, Jack. I think
no,
that's why
I mean, does that make sense at all, or am I insane?
You're not you're insane.
You're making shit up.
Okay.
Okay. On that note, can I speak up real quick? Because I think the question that modern men lost again asked earlier was mistaken. I think he was asking more along the lines of, why do you let all of this chaos on your panel that distracts and disrupts from your message that you're trying to put out? I think that was his actual
I think it was
question.
a rude question. I heard a rude question.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think you misinterpreted it.
Because
you overspoke as soon as he asked the question, which is to my second point. You guys just ran over the fact that Jeff was just speaking and Stephen interrupted him and overtalked him, claiming that Jeff was overtalking him.
Oh my God.
So I really think that I'm just calling it out like I see it. You can
I know. It's so important for you to
like you're doing now. Interrupt.
Important for you to be heard, huh?
Was that Adolf Hitler?
Can we do a mic test? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now, Lindsay.
Okay,
loud and clear. Good to hear you. Thanks for joining.
Oh, thank you so much, brother. I have to be sincere.
I think you wanted to see me.
I did.
It's good to see you.
I think, thank you. Actually, you're being pretty nice. I think Jeff was trying to make the point. He tried to add in some psychoanalysis about control and you needing control, but he was making the point that we all make, and I don't want to, overdo it, because the constant complaint in here is, no matter how we put it, I kind of put it as the special needs kids seem to get the most attention because they have the most needs. What Jeff was adding.
El Perro and London?
Yo.
What Jeff was adding was an interesting element, I thought, about control. And I'm trying to steel man this. He's saying that you need these people because you want to control them. Can you extrapolate? Because I'm not quite sure I understand, Jeff.
Okay, so what I was saying is, the reason that he is so enticed about a Tommy or a Snafu or a Paul is because he can't control them, and that
he can't control any of us, though.
No, but like there's a lot of people that he can, because he dismisses.
Hey, Jeff.
Just real quick, let me extrapolate.
I think it's interesting.
Like, and it's not a bad thing, Jack. Does anyone
give a shit about my opinion?
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Okay. No, please. Let's keep going. Let's dig into Jeff's.
All right. Well, what do you think, Jack? Why do you entertain Tommy and Snafu and Paul? Why do you respect them?
What have I said? This is another example. You don't listen. You don't even look for my explanations.
Tell me
that. You sit here making making me and others sit through your narrative and your imaginations.
Okay. It's not my imagination, it's my observation.
It's what you choose to see. And why you don't choose to see my explanations, I don't know, Jeff. So let me explain again.
Okay, explain again like I'm a retard. Talk to me like I'm 5 years old. Because that's how you're talking to me right now. I'm 5. I'm 5. Talk to me. I'm retarded. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm retarded. I'm wearing a wig. I'm a fucking faggot. Let's go. Tell me. Let's go.
Oh, what the? Oh, what the?
Holy shit! Put that shit away.
He's classic. You gotta love this guy, man. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I am hilarious.
He is. Fun guy.
Funny.
Hey, we got someone new here. Scoon Drool. How are you?
What's up, Scoon? What's up?
You guys,
you're handsome.
you know, I take it you're known. It's nice to see you. Welcome.
I only know Modern Man, and I know King Stephen. King Stephen was my first ever follower or subscriber on YouTube.
You don't know me. I don't know who this is. Andy, is this your boyfriend or? I don't know.
He is now.
King
yeah,
Stephen.
he is now.
You're my subscriber. Okay. You're my subscriber.
I don't know who this guy is.
I made
Lindsay,
I made some music videos like a few months ago.
No, I'm not kidding. I don't know who this guy is. I don't even remember you at all.
Hey Jack, I'd like to challenge that statement that we don't listen, but would you rather tell us or would you like me to tell? I mean, I listened to what your answer was like 3 different times at least now, because you've given the same answer. Or do you want to tell? I just
please, Lindsay.
I can't tell if you're being facetious or not, because I'm all ears if you want to say so. Or do you want me to just say what you've said so many times?
Well,
I have a feeling you want to say it, so go ahead.
The reason is, look, I make mistakes. Yes. Sometimes I will waste my time arguing with fools because they're the ones who talk to me.
King Stephen sounds like a fool.
Thanks. Hey, so that's kind
of. Did he just call me a fool? Why would you do that? This is supposed to be positive.
Called all of us fools. Maybe
keep
just
it
me.
Positive.
Maybe just me.
Well, no, I was referring to the examples, Tommy and Paul and Snafu.
But Modern Men said King Stephen's a fool. He directly. I don't know why you would do that, dude. But Mr. Pie, I don't think you should psychoanalyze Jack. Jack explained earlier why he has those people on. You must not have paid attention. Jack said he's not a fool.
Explain it again.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have to have any kind of intellect because I'm so good looking.
Go, my son.
You do have a humor too, Jeff.
Cool.
I know. I'm not trying to frustrate you, Jack. You know I love you.
In his trailer park, they call him Mr. Cream Pie. And he doesn't give them; he receives.
Here's the thing, though, Jeff. Based on what I saw yesterday, then I got the heads up. You first went over to OTW's, which is another place that doesn't really garner much respect for old Jackie boy.
God.
And so I was given a heads up from the chat that as you show up, OTW's restreaming. So maybe Jeff is just here as another errand boy. Go throw a wrench at Jack.
No,
right. See how he reacts. See if OTW can get some more content, and then more stuff to gossip about. Right.
Well, I mean, you're reading into it. You're reading into it a little bit because.
Well, Jeff.
Well, listen real quick. Just from common knowledge, I come up randomly. I have no allegiance to. I like my people. I do like certain things about OTW, and he was live, and I got up on the panel, and I randomly get up on the panels, and Most of the
Sounds
time,
gay.
most of the time that I do, unfortunately, I'm a little tipsy or something like so. I'm not my best self. So yesterday, that's why I scale back myself because for some reason when I'm sober, I just observe and I just think this is all asinine and retarded, and I just think I'm like, why does everyone have an opinion about anything and everything? But it's fascinating to watch and listen to. And then for a while, I thought I should stop listening to all
So
this garbage
you escape
because,
nihilism through the bottle.
anyways,
What, are you saying anything, or is that just a bunch of words?
yeah, it's a bunch of
Is,
words.
is my is my mic not working?
That's fine. You can call it a bunch of words. I for some reason or another, I'm attracted to Jack Talcott, maybe sexually. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
No, I
Super
mean,
gay.
I'm fascinated, and I've been part of this whole thing since the beginning. So I support Jack, and
Jack, he's here to disrupt the show. He's just
no,
a troll, I
He's
think.
not. Please
no, I'm not.
don't
No,
assume
I'm not.
he's not.
Me and Jack. Jack, how many times have we had disagreements in 3 years?
Not many.
Like yesterday and maybe today. So, yeah. So I've always been a supporter with you. So
What have you learned from Jack, Mr. Pie, in all these years that you claim to have known him? What have you
I
learned?
will tell you exactly what I've learned from Jack is patience and gratitude. Honestly, like I watch
Good
him
response.
every day
Good
deal
response.
with a bunch of people that would be very frustrating to me, and he didn't used to be so patient. So for what I've learned from Jack is like how he can have the mind of a goldfish and forgive and just move forward and be in the present. I mean, that's my
Mind
honest.
of a goldfish. That sounds
Yeah,
insulting.
I
That's
didn't,
kind of
Well,
I
no,
don't
backhanded.
appreciate
no,
that, but
the
I
mind
get
of a
it.
goldfish. No, the mind of a goldfish meaning like you can
I
just
know what you mean.
you can forget,
Forget about
like you can forget about yesterday and be present, which is very. Some people hold on to being very, they hold grudges and stuff, and if you do that, you're going to be very depressed and pissed off because there's going to be a lot of people that disappoint you in life, right? And so Jack
a bit like
has this.
Stephen.
He has this weird ability to just forget yesterday,
I
and
noticed
sometimes.
something, though, Mr. Pie. Since you've come on the show, it's been mostly you talking.
Here,
So I think
Okay,
you were
I'm
here
sorry.
Stephen,
to interrupt.
I
please.
apologize.
You're
There's
doing just fine. And actually, what you said might have been part of the answer. Because, admittedly, I realize how bad it looks. Okay, but people underestimating me, wanting to assume and describe Jack as gullible and Jack stupid and all of that. You guys are doing the disservice. Okay, why am I confronting Paul and these others? Well, just what you said, dude. These guys are good people, and they're waking up every day carrying a resentment around. He picked up a battle against Jack several years ago. He's never fucking put it down. Now, so far, I haven't seen a lot of other people going to Tommy or Paul or Snafu saying, hey, what you're doing to Jack, rethink this, right? Reevaluate what you're doing. But
I did.
I,
I did
I
say
have
that to him.
to. Jack, I've also tried to get Tommy to be positive with you.
and you know what? Thank you. I trust that. I
Can I
believe that.
can I ask you a question, Jack, about Tommy? Less about Paul, but like Tommy is like kind of an anomaly. Um, he's probably pushed back on you more than anyone else in the world, right? Besides maybe Snafu, which Snafu is a different kind of character because he's trying to ruin your like reputation, which is worse. Tommy just has like a vendetta against you with the Christianity thing. And for some reason, I think you and Tommy would be skipping and having a good old time together. I don't think there is It's just Tommy has a way about him. He's very abrasive, and he has great content, and he's in your face and shit. But I do, in some weird way, think that you guys have some kind of like, you kind of need each other in this weird ass way. Does that make sense? You don't think so?
No.
You don't think so?
I agree with
don't
Jeff.
either. I
I
think
agree with Jeff.
Tommy needs help. Tommy needs to get counseling or help or something. He needs to.
I wish he
needs
was
a
I
here.
don't
friend.
think Jack
I want to
needs
talk about
Tommy.
it.
I think your psychoanalysis is way off, Mr.
Okay,
Pye.
okay. I could be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong.
Hey,
Is Tommy here?
no. And actually, though, I was criticized for saying it yesterday, but it's the truth. I'll walk away from Tommy, Paul, Snafu, everybody, because that's what my life has shown me I have to do.
I don't believe
I've
you.
also I've had hundreds and hundreds of people walk away from me, throw me away without even a fucking explanation.
Including family.
Including who?
Family?
Yep.
He's just trying to help you remember everyone. That was
No,
nice.
It
Jack,
is.
I mean, to be fair, right? We all do that at some point in our life. We just walk away from people without even explaining.
Yeah.
Right? And
I don't.
well, hold on, because you know that's
Maybe
what
I do. Maybe I do. Sorry.
all right, there you go. All right, okay. Well,
Sorry.
I'll land it there. I'll leave it there. My points. All right, cool. I'll leave it there. Cool.
Hey, is King Stephen a homosexual? Everyone in the chat saying he's a homosexual.
Yes, he
No,
is.
but I think you might
Definitely,
be
definitely,
fat
definitely,
face.
Yes,
definitely, he is.
We
I
really
think Mr.
got off
Pye
track.
is. His voice sounds like it.
I'm
But
going to
you
speak
guys
about
came
Tommy
on to
anyway. I
bring
want to finish.
negativity, and the show was very positive before then.
It's nobody's blame, please, Stephen. It's just the way it worked out, and I don't think anyone's intentions were to bring negativity.
Well, when they say something like that, I'm going to respond, and they definitely did come on to say stupid shit, obviously. It's pretty obvious.
Some.
If I
It may
said
be
something like
negative.
that, Jack, you would be saying, don't say that.
You say
Probably.
far worse on your panel
Goon, you
every
look
day.
like somebody I would step on. You look like a little chubby
Please
piss ant.
At least he
stop.
shows his face.
I'm going to respond.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
At least he shows his face.
And here's the thing,
You don't
King
want to see
Stephen,
that.
like,
I can
where's
show
your...
my face, Jack. I've shown my
Steven
face
kind
here.
of looks like Steven kind of looks like he was the wrong sperm that went to the wrong woman.
Oh, that really hurts. See, this is what it degrades to. You have these people on, and you'll say that they're not here to degrade the show, but they show what they are.
I'm not degrading the show. I'm degrading you.
You're a
because
gay
you're-
stripper, dude. You're a faggot. You sound like one. Let's
Well, look
face
at-
it. That's what you are. You want to
Steven.
take it to there. That's what you are. And now
Steven.
Jack will say Steven. Well,
Yeah.
you didn't say anything to him, what he said.
Are you upset
You
because you're
gotta be
attracted to me?
you gotta be fair,
What?
Jack.
Are
I
you upset
am.
because you're attracted to
Okay.
me?
Okay. Go ahead.
Everyone is. Everyone is. It's not your fault.
I'm sorry. This is funny. I have to mute myself.
It is.
Hey,
It is
Mr.
fine.
Pye,
I'm
Mr. Pye,
sorry.
I just want to say for the record, right? You are quite sexy for a white boy. I'll leave
Yeah.
that.
You're a nigger, London. You're not white. Why do you
Yeah.
use a white face in your
Wow.
avatar? Why would you
wanna
do
repeat that
that?
again?
And
What am I?
you're using
Thank you. There you go.
Just don't
Oh
take
my
a
God, yes.
There you go.
Hey,
And
God.
look, hold on, because I wasn't even talking to him, Jack. I was talking to Mr. Pye, and he felt the need to interject and use those racist slurs.
Jack, can I ask you something?
I was just asking if he was
I'll make
gay.
it quick.
It wasn't a negative thing. I was just trying to confirm.
You talking about me?
No, the guy that left. Steve.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gay. No big deal.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
let's let modern men, please.
I'm just trying to understand, and I know there's a lot of stuff like with these people, and you practice patience and forgiveness, but just listening to Stephen on panel, it's like I said, until yesterday, I'd only talked to him on this panel, and I had no idea that he had a whole channel that he spends hours trashing you,
Yeah.
Like it seems for the last month, almost every day, it's probably what's going to happen tonight. Using this exact same stream. That's why he's here, to make his own content later. So what I think that's even worse than coming on here and
Yeah,
watching a show
he's
is
fake.
pretending to
He's
be
fake.
holy.
Hey,
And
to be
like,
fair,
oh,
he's not
everybody be
here.
nice on the show. We're nice here, and then just to go on later and do the exact opposite. I would put him in the same basket as Tommy, in the same basket as all these people who are just as bad here, because it's more scummy.
I don't know. Well, he's not here. He had to drop foul language and get kicked out. But I mean, like, I can't really.
Well, no, that's.
I don't know.
Tell you what,
It's,
that is a fair way to present it, and thank you. And I'm sorry if I misunderstood it earlier. Admittedly, I have not given Steven's channel much attention because I saw the stuff in the past and it pissed me off.
Yeah.
So, but then I am still faced with my practice is to live in the present, right? And so I guess what I've been justifying is as long as they're being respectful in my presence, then I don't have an issue. I'll try not to deal with it. But I've tried confronting Stephen, Paul. I've tried confronting all of these people on their inappropriate behavior that I have been subjected to. I'm dealing with it on my own. I don't have a team. I don't feel like I have a team. I don't feel like I've got anyone really on my side. I've got people who say they're on my side. I mean, even you, Mr. Pie, you're misrepresenting it, dude. That's just what Margot did. Margot claimed, oh, yeah, we've known each other for years. We're best buddies. You haven't talked to me, man. It's been a long time. And I offered you so much.
Okay, listen, Jack.
You see the chat.
And I listened to you, by the way. But I was in my own dark place, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I moved home. I lost my whole entire business. My sister has cancer now, stage 3. I'm living with her.
Mm-hmm.
I had to start over my entire life. So I didn't really feel confident in myself and who the fuck I am. And I feel like an inadequate brother / son / whatever. As a man, I just turned 45 today. And I'm starting over.
Are you a male stripper? Are you really a male stripper?
No, I was a long time ago. That was, yeah, I did that a long time ago.
Old life.
I'm 45. Dude, I'm 45.
So you are gay. Gay.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't care. Yeah, I did strip a long time ago. I made a lot of money, whatever. My story is fascinating, whatever. But at the same time, all I want to do is bring joy and service and help people. And there was a point when I moved back home that I was very, and I hate to use the fucking word, I guess I was kind of depressed. I was I don't know. I was fighting my own demons and shit, dude. So everyone does that. And so I'm just now getting back on my feet. I've had this job as an electrician. I'm going to school. I'm feeling good about myself again. I've lost like 20 pounds from working outside, and I feel disciplined again. And I want to help people, dude. That's all I'm here for.
Hey,
and
Jeff.
So, yep.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt. I mean, I'm all proud of that. But then I'm remembering the way you brought the new Jeff over to see me yesterday, not to support me, just to bootlick on Daddy Trump, right? Got to argue against Jack. That's what you brought to me yesterday, Jeff.
Okay, so I had a different opinion. So does it mean like I don't care about you or like you? Do I have to like have the same opinion?
You didn't care about what I've been saying. And Jeff, I honor you, brother. I saw the last time we spoke, right? You were in the midst of it. You were in a transition. Things were changing. Hello. This is what I offer to people. I offer people support so that they can work through transition with a little more comfort, a little more confidence. But hey, this is what I've been learning. God introduces me to people I can help. And if I don't find a way to communicate, it doesn't matter because they're going to learn the lessons on their own.
Oh,
And
do
you're
you not
learning your lessons.
do you not feel the same way that it's reciprocated to you? What if I brought into your life from God? What if I was here to help you instead of the other way around? Why do you think that you're always here to offer something from God to someone else? Like, what if I'm here for you?
Well, I would know based on what is available to me. And what was available to me from you, no offense, empty words.
Oh.
Okay, so that's fine. You could say that, but I don't feel like anything that I say. I don't feel like anything I say is empty. I feel like I'm a real person.
I know.
I'm wholehearted. I'm a good dude. So
yes.
Maybe my ideas are vapid to you.
Nope.
Maybe you think your intellectual knowledge is more than mine.
Nope.
And so like anything I have to offer is like laughable to you. Is that what you think?
Hold on.
Not at all.
Can I interject real quick? When you say are you talking about today or another day, Pi?
Yesterday.
Okay, cool. I wasn't here yesterday, so I can't speak on that. Sorry. But today, you did drop some gems today, so
Thank you, London Man. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
London Man, are you a British rapper? You sound famous.
Me? No, I'm just a normal black kid.
Sound like a rapper.
Thank you. I used to do music, but I don't do it anymore. But yeah.
London's a really good creator, dude. His editing is on point. Y'all should check out his channel. Drop the link. I don't have the link, but London's very good at his and very smart dude. Very if you want to like have your mind bending, to go to his fucking channel. Like he's got a fucking great ass channel, by the way.
He does.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Mad respect to London Man.
Respect, bro.
I wish I had better editing skills and stuff like Tommy and whatever else, but all I have to offer is my garbage. Jack, I hate you.
Sick dance moves, I'm sure.
I'm kidding. You
know how to lap dance.
Jack, I'll give you a lap dance.
Entertainment. As long as you can entertain.
I'll give you a lap dance.
You gotta own it now, yes.
Since I'm a gay stripper, I'll just. Dude, I haven't done that shit like 15 years. I am dead sexy. I probably could go do it tomorrow though. Who else?
Change your name.
I'll start an OnlyFans.
Strip pie. Strip pie.
Magic pie. Whatever. Anyways, back to Jack.
On the nose. Hey, have you guys ever seen Joe Dirt?
Yeah.
You know when he's like in a hot air balloon and he's looking down at a lady, he's like, I could see down your shirt. I feel like that when Lindsay moves around sometimes.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Well, you're going to be disappointed. There's not much there.
I don't know. I was just
referencing
that. Your camera angle is pretty high.
Lindsay has a very fascinating mind too. She's smart. She's a smart lady.
Oh, thank you. Hey, we're getting some positive stuff out. This is good.
I kind of came on to talk to King Steven because he was my first subscriber ever, and I wanted to thank him for all the success I've had since he was my first subscriber. And he kind of retaliated.
Your first subscriber. That's cute, man. I love that. Salutes to King Steven for that, man.
I was shocked. I logged out. I had a notification and said I had a subscriber, and I was like, "What is this?" And it was that guy. And then I went to his channel, and I found out that he was kind of crazy, and I was just been infatuated with him since.
Well, hold on, Scoojo, because to be fair, I think he subbed to everybody who he hates. So,
you know. Yeah, all right, cool, whatever.
Anyone with any intellectual capacity, he blocks. So, like I said, he blocked me the first time I went up on his panel, and I've never been allowed to his channel again. And he just has a bunch of girls. Oh, my fans! I got a bunch of hot girls here. I'm King Steven.
Your true self comes out when you talk about King Steven. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's how he acts. He's like,
True set.
dude, it's just
Crazy.
fucking
I think
retarded.
it's funny. I think he's kind of funny. He makes me laugh sometimes.
I'm funnier than him, dude. Just check me out, bro.
It's not a competition. Not a competition.
Yeah, it is right now.
All right, Jack. I'm gonna take
Alright,
off. Take it easy, guys. Try not to dwell too much on self-loathing and Mr. Pie. Lay up the bottle in your nihilism. Take it easy, guys.
Nihilism. Did you see nihilism?
Yeah.
You in trouble, Jack? It looks like you're in trouble down there.
Jack, I'm going to give you a compliment because we're in a positive mode right now. So I wanted to say that I do get something out of coming here, and it's always different. Sometimes I get something from things you've said, but namely, because remember the other day you said we were both being challenged because we both get hated on a lot and called names and harassed, et cetera, et cetera. So I've been looking at you for an example of how to take all the harassing comments and hate and everything. But I've got to say you have way more patience than I do, and you're way nicer, because I have the tendency to spurg out, and then that's exactly what they want. And they want to put that on a video and say, "Oh, you're gross, you're this, you're that, and you're crazy because you spurged out and you've got a personality disorder." Press somebody a certain way and you will see them yell or get upset, whether you're Jack or anybody. I don't care. So anyway, I gotta really compliment you for that, because I almost quit. I'm like, there's nothing redeeming here, but there is. I'm wrong, and I found that I can tolerate and take the hate. I don't want to, but I've changed my mind about some things that I've done too that I could have done better. So, I mean, thank you for that. Maybe you're helping a lot of people indirectly. And then I want to offer something else really quickly too. You were kind of talking about that we all needed to listen better. And I know I do, because I interrupt people a lot. And when you interrupt, you're interrupting their right to express the rest of their thought. And that sucks. I get interrupted a lot. And what I wanted to say about that is I've been starting
I'm gonna interrupt you. Just kidding.
See? It happens all the time. We just
Hey, you read my mind. I was gonna do it as well.
Yeah. Well, now I'm sidetracked and I can't think of what I was going to say. Oh yeah, okay. I was trying to listen to Tommy better the other day. Tommy doesn't like me. He thinks I'm this or whatever, blah 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 blah. So I'm done talking to him. But one thing I tried to listen to him really closely yesterday, just for an exercise. I wish he was here so he could tell me I'm wrong or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and say what I think I heard, because it's different than what you heard. I heard that there's some kind of, he's definitely going to deny this, competition between you and him, and some kind of triangulation, you and him and you and Paul. And it bugged him to see you and Paul buddy up again.
Yeah.
And that seemed really clear to me. I don't think he would admit it.
Well, dude, hey, so Tommy is like actually one of the most witty, funny person. Like he is, when he's not being like super controversial on purpose. Like there's a reason why he does that, but all the like he does all these like all these references he makes, like, and also with the XRP and all the, me and him align like in a million ways. So like I feel like Tommy's like my little, not my little brother, but like we're brothers in a way. And so I can't be I can be like the positive portion and Tommy could be like the devil, but everything about Tommy I so enjoy. It's like I couldn't do that or be I mean I couldn't be him or do what he does, and like that's bold.
And don't judge me, has some kind of connection with him, even though he always tells her to shut up. Yeah, I got tired of that, but I don't get why you would invite someone to your room, they go in there, and then they say, get the F out. And I don't listen to women. Me and DJM were the only two women in there. So the guys are having a conversation. We're we are making jokes in between and starting to talk. It's like nobody cares about your opinion. Maybe that's true, but we have a right to speak.
That's
I
not
think
true, though, Lindsay.
Tommy,
I advocate for you guys to have free time to speak all the time.
well, Tommy
Yeah.
does that shit on purpose, and like DJ
Why?
M and him have like some kind of like
Yeah.
weird relationship. I think they've known each other beyond this.
Oh yeah, she's
That's
from
hurtful to DJM, though. Like, it genuinely does hurt her feelings when he kicks
and
her
dude,
from
and
chat. Like, she's not happy about it.
And she's my internet crush. I don't know why. Maybe it's her voice. Like I'm in love with her
she's
voice.
sweet and she's funny.
I just like her, dude. Like that's my internet wifey.
We
And
like you.
She has no choice in the matter.
Can I
Anyways,
say this though, Jack? I've seen you from day one with Paul, Paul, Tommy, and all these others, right? But for some reason, I enjoy your conversations with Paul, right? And even Tom to a degree, right? And earlier on, we said the problem is with Tom, Paul, and Stephen and these people, right? And even Snafu, right? But like I said, I enjoy your conversations with Paul and Tom to a degree, right? When he lets you land your plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't so much care for your conversations with Stephen, right?
No.
There's nothing I can gain from that. There's sometimes when Paul has spoken to you or said a few things, and I'm like, that's pretty smart, Paul. I like the way you just put that, right? And even I see you get some wisdom from it, but I don't
Mhm.
ever see you gain any wisdom from conversations with Stephen. Right? I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm just saying there's nothing of value there.
This stream I've been listening, and the feedback has probably been pretty helpful in that way. I'm gaining a more clear picture of how he and I are being viewed on here. Lindsay, what you said, noticing the patients, thank you. I don't know. I mean, serious. I don't know what the right thing to do is. Not at every time. I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. But there's something going on in my life. And until I have another human being with me, I make more mistakes, I guess. But
I mean, that's why it's good to have friends and witness, so we can tell you what's going on, where you're going wrong, to a degree. I mean, you don't always
yeah,
have to accept what we're saying, but as long as we get it out there.
well, there's value in that. But my goal since before even starting online, I have been consistent with the events of my story. There's something going on. There has been patterns of people misrepresenting me, misunderstanding me, falsely accusing me. Now, besides the online stuff we see every day, this has already cost me my family, my career. Everything of my past life is gone. So I'm trying to find a way. How do I gain approval or become worthy in the eyes of those who don't want to listen?
so can I?
Jack, I think that you're doing the right thing, honestly. You're doing everything right. And you know that I'm close friends with Tommy, but like in my opinion, Tommy's the one that's in the wrong here when it comes to you two talking. You're doing everything the correct way. I think maybe you backstage Tommy too quickly, but at the same time, you guys have a long path, and maybe you're just fed up with it. But I mean, you've always held your composure pretty well, and you, for the most part, refrained from insults and stuff. And I think Tommy's the one that needs to put in the work there.
Thank you.
And here's my opinion. Why should you worry about the opinions of others? Like, if you're on the right path, who cares? I mean, people
Am
are
I
gonna
on the
if
right
you're a
path?
leader.
Jeff.
If
I don't know
if,
that I
if
am on the right path. Sorry to interrupt you.
you have to have faith that you are, right? I mean, if you don't believe in you, then who else is, right? Like, the best investment in this life is yourself. Like, the ultimate investment in life is in yourself. So if you don't believe in who and what you are, or have faith in what your purpose and ambitions and meanings are in this world, then why the fuck would anyone else want to follow you? Why the fuck would anyone want to follow someone that doesn't even believe in themselves? Why would someone want to follow someone that needs affirmation from other people to know what they're doing is true and right? You
Well,
just have to
Jeff,
walk.
they don't. Clearly, I am leading myself. I'm following this path as though it's right for me. Because I do believe, despite the lack of evidence, to live without fear is something special. There's a meaning to it greater than just me. The ideas of trying to end wars. I believe that is the right path, despite the doubts. And so there's a lot of little things that that I get stumbled over, that people confront me on. But guys, I'm confident that God is with us all, right? God is with us in the here and now, every day. And when I'm not online, I have been getting better. I don't tune in to the panel verse anymore. Very seldom do I tune in other people's stuff to see what's going on. I've got a life. I'm trying to build a business, trying to start a movement, trying to pick up the pieces of me. And Jeff, like you said, you just went through that transition period. Well, yeah, I've been in this in-between stage for over 7 years now.
Yeah.
My old life is gone, and I'm still here trying to figure out where's the new one at.
Yeah.
And you guys are a part of it.
I mean, you also, like, the thing is what you have is, if you don't have your own family and your kid and nothing else, like, this is real. Like, the online life, like, as much as people say this is fake and doesn't mean shit, it's like, it probably means a lot to you. I mean,
This is real life.
like, it's your way to communicate or share your ideas and show who you are, and you put everything out there, and among criticism, you've laid it. That's why I respect it, because I think when you're authentic and you just lay it all out there, it's like there's nothing else like they're gonna look up online, and there's nothing to hide. You can find it if you want. Literally, people on the internet can find everything, a reason to fuck you over.
Mhm.
And the people that want to do that, it's sad. Why would you want anyone else to do? Like, I want well for you. Like, I want London Man to do well. I want Andy to do well. I want you to do well. Like, there's no reason for me to want anything bad to happen to anyone else, because when everyone's eating well and they're prosperous and they're happy, then what's there to lose in this life? It's like, you should be rooting for mankind to be happy all the time.
But look, my only thing with that, I agree with what Pi said, right, wholeheartedly. The only problem with that is when you put information out there sometimes and they use it against you, even though you've put that information out there, so it shouldn't bother you, right? But some people know it's kind of like some people dare you, like even your son.
We lost you. Hey,
Am I back?
London Man,
Mic
we
check.
lost you for a second. Say it again.
Yeah, please.
Mic check, mic check.
Now you're
Yeah,
back,
Yeah.
please.
Thank you. The stuff that you've put out there with your son, right? We all know that your son means the world to you, right? But some people use that against you. Now, if you could go back in the past, would you still put that stuff out there, or would you refrain from doing that?
That's a great question.
I don't. I mean, I don't care.
Hold on, Mr. Pie. Hold on, Mr. Pie. Let me hear Mr. Jack,
Yeah.
please.
That's a great question. There may have been a couple of things that I wouldn't have brought out so forthright or so quickly had I known that things were going to be this way. But admittedly, if there is something unique and special that's happening in my life, if my life is intended to be an example for others, I got to be open. And, you know, I prepared in my head a long time ago. I'm prepared for success, right? Lots of people want me to keep preparing for failure, but I'm prepared for success. And I know that if I do succeed, well, there will be people who look into my story, right? Nothing is going to be hidden anyway. So that's why I've chosen a path of transparency for me. And that way, if I'm honest and open about my mistakes, yeah, you know, it is what it is.
Okay, cool.
I dig that. I dig that. And I dig what you're doing, Jack.
I appreciate it. And you know what? It's with heartfelt sincerity to all of you, including the people who already left the stream and the chat today.
It's time to wrap it up.
No, I mean we could. It's coming up.
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
But
I jumped.
I'm liking the vibe. I'm liking the vibe. We can go for another 5 or 10.
we can keep going a little bit because the vibe is positive, it's encouraging, and I was just going to be honest again, you know. I'm not always proud of how I react or respond, especially when I get frustrated. I share frustration or disappointment with people who clearly care. And Mr. Pie, London, Andy, you guys clearly care, right? And so I don't feel pride offering insults or disappointment to you guys. I really don't.
That's it. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I didn't come over here to cause disagreements, but I didn't do that. I just
I know.
Yesterday I know could be frustrating, and I was, you know, I'm not always like my best self. I've been doing really well in a lot of aspects of my life, and I've been kicking ass, but you know, yesterday I was like probably a little bit more tipsy than I should have been, and probably ran on and probably overtalked and had my opinions, and not to say that's not what I believe in some certain aspects. Like I want to like lay it all out there when I actually have a computer and I can show you guys some other shit, which I think I'm going to work on, and I think it would be very it'd be a fun stream. I think you would like it, Jack. But I'm going out with my friends tonight. I'm gonna go see some music. It's my birthday, and I love you guys. Thank you for tolerating me. I didn't mean to be rude if I was, and if I was, fuck you. I'm just kidding. But seriously.
Hey, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for sharing your birthday with us, and I'll get you something better than just, you know, being a dick to you next year. Next year, I'll do something better for you. How's that?
This sounds, Jack. I still just want to. We're gonna kick it one of these days.
Well, we will. Actually,
yeah.
there is talk in the works. Nothing has been scheduled or really put together yet, but the ideas are already there. Live events. I want to do live events.
Dude, that would be epic. If you
Yep.
What type of events?
talk about people like tuning in now. If you went
Mm-hmm.
live and you were on stage, holy fuck,
Mm-hmm.
Jack, there would be like 5,000 viewers. You're
Well,
like, yeah, man, brothers and sisters.
we'll start small, but yeah, meet and greet and socializing and brainstorming together.
Just call it Holy Cows, man.
Sure.
That's the event. That's the event name right there. Holy Cows, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, Jack, I love
All
you.
right.
Much
Thank you,
love.
Jeff.
Hey, London man, Andy, it's nice hearing your voice, dude. You're fascinating, by the way.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
He's a cool cat, that guy. Cool cat.
Yeah, I like him.
Jeff is a good guy. He's got a great sense of humor and huge heart. Huge heart.
Mm-hmm.
He frustrated me though. Not gonna lie.
I missed it.
Well, I think it came through a little bit today, but bless his heart and other people's too. I know how I can be, and I don't like I hope that people can feel comfortable around me. And I know sometimes I don't do the best job of setting that stage, right? But Jeff knows.
You do good, Jack. Honestly, you do. I wanted to say something about something that Jeff had said to you earlier, though, just to give you some food for thought, not necessarily disagreeing with anybody, but when Jeff says that he may have been sent to you from God to help you, and your response, was basically like, that's not the truth because you would know. Oftentimes in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, when God sent his messengers, people were completely unaware that they were even messengers and thought they were just talking to normal humans. So just keep an open mind, you know what I mean? Because he maybe God has sent him or anyone that you come into contact with. You never know. God works in mysterious ways.
Andy, yes, but that has been maybe where I've manipulated myself too. Because even with Snafu, one of the reasons I told myself I would continue engaging with him is because he's honest. Out of all the people, and I don't know if Snafu really did it, but he's one of the few who has actually reached out to people from my past. He claims he was able to speak to my son. I haven't been able to. So that's part of the reason. If I can get Snafu to change his opinion on me, well, then maybe that is why God brought him in. And I thought that about Margot too. She started out as a problem for me, but she's bragged. She's got connections. She knows people who could easily help me.
Yeah.
But I haven't proven myself worthy yet. So.
Yeah, I think there's maybe more than what's on the surface for me to see between you and Margot. But I will say that, from talking to Margot privately about you, not privately, but just not with you there, I should say, she's expressed more than a dozen times how much she cares about you and wants the best for you. I know it sounds crazy because you have it in your head that she's out to get you, and maybe she has done some things that are like to your detriment. In fact, I know she has.
Yes.
I know she has. I've already heard, but at the same time, I think that there's a bit of a duality there. I don't think that Margot has any reason to convince me that she cares about you falsely.
She does. She's all about appearances.
Yeah.
So she's a liar, right? she insists I've never proven her to be a liar. Well, she's denied and refused everything that I've explained. And she has repeatedly represented me as a liar. And that is not good intentions. That's not with care. She's an extremely confused woman who, again, I never invited that woman to be a part of my life. It's not like her and I were friends. We never dated. She was some random acquaintance, right? Who came out of the woodwork and started harassing me online. And she's sure been welcomed, right? Tommy and Flow State, all these other people who want to badmouth Jack. Margot's felt right at home, telling her stories to everybody who listens. So, Andy, I know what she says, but until her actions reflect what she says, she's a liar.
Yeah,
She doesn't care
I
about
don't blame you. It makes sense where you're coming from. If I had to ask, and feel free to just blow it off. I don't even care, honestly, but I'm just curious, like, what would, if Margot was really interested in reconciling with you, what do you think would be the proper course of action?
Well, I know she's wormed her way into my life, and she's talked about how her kids go to school with my kid. I think she's made the comment that she knows my ex-wife, my son's mother now. And so she could easily help me try and repair things with my family. I kind of gave up on trying to talk to the Spokane city government, but again, Margot had plenty of connections she used to make sure that that my life in Spokane was hard, right? So she's used these connections to hurt me. She's never actually done anything that I can say really helped me. So what could she do to show reconciliation? Anything?
Yeah, I hear you. What do you think that you've ever done anything wrong to Margot to get her to act this way, or no? She's never said that you have. I'm just asking. I don't know. No.
Not that I can recall. She alleges that I was stalking her on social media, one of her many false claims about me. But after she was harassing me for so long, I posted up, could someone please help me speak to this woman? She's harassing me and I don't know how to get her to stop. She twisted that and made the claim that I was harassing her publicly. So did I do anything, Andy? I really don't think I did. I think what it is God is using me. She got into her head, right? Her egoic mind, and she's been living in these fantasies like everybody else I've been dealing with.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know, man.
What is there, and maybe this is out of line to even ask, but like, is there anything that I can do to help you repair things with your family? I'm not a hard person to talk to. Maybe they would listen to me.
You know what, Andy? There may be.
I'm willing. Like, if you have goals, Jack, whether it's repairing things with your family or getting money or, speaking to Donald Trump, like, I'm not a very resourceful person, but I'm certain, two heads are better than one for sure. I can help you whatever way is possible. If it means putting in phone calls or donating what little money I have, or like, I will help you, Jack. I do care about you.
I believe that, and I appreciate that, Andy. And that offer, that in itself means a lot to me. If I come up with ideas, actually, there's a lot of ideas I have for anyone who's willing to try. But when it's time,
All
maybe
right.
we can follow up with this, Andy. Thank you.
Well, the offer stands, and it doesn't just extend to Trump and your family. Like anything that you need help with, if you're suffering, or if you need advice, or if you want to just talk about things about the Bible that confuse you, or anything, Jack, I mean, just reach out to me. It's anything. I'll help you.
I appreciate that. Do I know how to reach you? Have we communicated offline?
No, I'll text you after this stream, and you'll have my number.
I appreciate that. Please do.
Yep.
Please. And thank you. I think it is time to wrap up.
All right. Yep. No problem. Really quick, I just wanted to. It's been so long since I've even said this, so I'm gonna just drop this in really quick because we both need it, I think. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
All right, take care.
And let it be. Praise be. Andy, thank you sincerely. Brothers and sisters, all who were here, you stuck around, you're here at the end. Blessings. Thank you to all who clicked the link and joined. Sincerely. To all the contributions I received today. RT, Arpol, Trexty, Modern Men Lost Again, KGV, blessings to all of you for the financial contributions, the participating contributions, to all who joined the panel, thank you. To all who thought about joining the panel and chose not to, thank you. I think today feels good in my heart. Admittedly, the Jack Talcott character, I'm sitting here at the end of the stream. I feel a little more humbled than when I started. There was some great feedback, some great conversation shared, and it gives my heart a lot of hope. And brothers and sisters, the idea today, having a positive mindset, right? Setting yourself up so you can soar, so you can rise above, so that you can achieve. These things are important, and it's up to each of us. It's up to each of us to believe that we can overcome, believe that we can achieve, right? Because if we don't believe we can, then we're never going to pursue. And if you don't pursue, then life gets a bit negative. And I lived the life in negativity, and the positivity, it just feels more fun. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you sincerely to all. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. God bless us all. Peace and thank you.